am now joined with my good friend and yours, Harford County Public Library CEO Mary Hastler. She is here to tell us all about the Harford County Public Library, some exciting programs that they have, and then we're also going to get a chance to talk to some of the employees and get their perspective on why this is such a great place to work. Mary, thank you so much for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me. I always love to talk about the library, and I always love seeing you.
Okay, Mary, first, 75 years Harford County Public Library. So what are we doing to celebrate that?
Well, it's actually 75 plus 1 because we didn't actually celebrate it in the year we should have, which was last year. So we're just extending the celebration for another year or two, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I can't believe it's been 75 years that Harford County Public Library has been around and established. And hats off to our early library director, Rowena Farney, who went to Annapolis with other library directors in the state of Maryland and had legislation passed to develop and create our county library systems that we all enjoy now throughout the entire state of Maryland. So 75 years is really special for us. We have a lot of activities planned. Of course, we kicked off with our library gala in April, and that was really exciting to see everyone back in person. We'll continue with that celebration with special events, special activities, and keep everyone engaged because we think it's pretty significant and very important too.
Well, you know I'm a fan of the Library Gala, one of my favorite events of the whole year, and the library has evolved so much over the years. So, kind of define what the library is today.
Well, I wasn't here 75 years ago, however, maybe close to it. But if I was, I believe, and we've been doing a little research back in our old Library Board of Trustee minutes, which were handwritten in notebooks back then, and just reading some of the things that were happening back then. Some of them are very different, where they're talking about raising a small sum to add new books to the library, where now, of course, we have county budgets, we have funding that we rely on, but other things haven't changed. Back then, people still didn't like some of the things that you would add to a library collection and would request things to be withdrawn or banning things. And I'm like, wow, some things have changed, some things are the same. Of course, I think 75 years ago, you would have walked into the library, you might have been, shh, it's quiet. Might have been a lot of books. You probably had all hardbacks in your collection because paperbacks did not appear in public libraries until the 1960s. And that was because of a director in Baltimore County Public Library, Charlie Robinson, who said his mantra was, give them what they want. He was the first library director in the state and in the nation that purchased paperbacks, bodice rippers, westerns for their public library collection. So those of you who like paperbacks, you can thank Mr. Robinson for that. Bless his soul.
Well, I do. I'll thank him.
Oh, me too. So we actually do training on different romance genres and westerns and books of that type of genre and topic that we know our customers like to read. So that has been something that we call our popular collection. But back then, 75 years ago, you would have not seen our paperbacks on any shelves. It would have been hardbacks. And it would be referred to as quality reading, which we still have at the library. We still have your classics. We have your New York Times bestsellers. You have your award winners and more. But of course, you wouldn't have walked into a library back then and be able to borrow an American Girl doll or a superhero action figure, or you wouldn't have been able to come into the library and do 3D printing at some of our innovation labs that we have across the system. So those things are brand new, but the basic things have not changed. And what's that? Supporting literacy, supporting lifelong learning, no matter what the format is that we provide to you and to your family. So things have changed somewhat, but things are still the same. We provide excellent resources and services to all ages, and everyone's welcome to the library. And of course, we're fine free now. So that's always good news for anybody who might have that dusty library book sitting at home. I'm not looking at anyone, Christy.
That might be me, but fine free, that's a very good thing for me. And I'll tell you, Mary, you have come such a long way, but we love story time. Children love story time. So let's talk about story time at the library.
I love children's story time. You remember, I used to be a children's librarian back in the day, library associate. Story time is our bread and butter. It's how we entertain, but we also create curriculum-based story times to help our little ones and their family members get up to speed, because we want to make sure every child's ready for school when they enter whatever school they're going to. So during the lockdown, we went to all outdoor story times. We used some of the local parks, and thank all our municipalities who supported us for that. They were wonderful. beautiful, our community partners. We did it in the parking lots. We did it under our alcoves when it would be a rainy day. And I have to say, our parents and our children just loved it. They came in droves. They liked it even when we would have music outside. So it was a way to continue that very critical and pre-learning, pre-literacy buildings experience for everyone, and keep everybody up to speed, because we knew we wanted those children to be ready for school when they enter their grades. So we continue with that now, and of course we do story times throughout the entire system. I think every day of the week you can find 1 or 2 story times. They're always free. They have various themes for various age groups, and some of them for the entire family. And yes, Mom and Dad, you will enjoy the story times too. I promise you. Some of the finger plays will really, you will go home and be singing that Roll, Roll, Sugar Baby all the way home with the little ones. I promise.
Well, Mary, there is always something happening in the library. So, any events coming up that may interest our viewers?
Well, we do. We're bringing back our in-person author events, and our first one that we're launching may have happened a few weeks ago, but it was Jennifer Weiner. And Jennifer Weiner is May 10th, and she will be here in person at our Abingdon Library. We are partnering with Howard County Library System, and she will be our first in-person New York Times bestselling author that we've had since lockdown. And that will be a big event that we're bringing in. And then, of course, we have our summer reading that will be kicking off in early June, and we're doing a lot of outdoor concerts. Thank you, Rockfield Manor in Bel Air. We'll be hosting them for the Bel Air Library. And we love music at the library. It all goes back to our stream, which is STEM with reading and arts, and bringing all those performers in so that our families, our children, anybody of any age can be entertained and maybe learn a little something too.
Now, Chef John Shields is going to be coming up soon to talk to us about season 3 of Chesapeake Farm and Bay to Table. Very exciting stuff.
Well, Chef John Shields has been a long-term partner with Harford County Public Library, going back decades. So many of his fans are here in Harford County, are very familiar with his wonderful cookbooks. So when we closed down in March of 2020, I wanted to stay engaged with the community. And we know through our true civility, our common table, that by sharing a meal together, breaking bread, that helps keep people engaged and we can make it fun. So we focused initially on Harford County, and now we're expanding it out because we know there are farmers markets everywhere. We know we all love to eat and cook. And of course, I bring the humor to the cooking show because I am not a chef. So I am the befuddled one in the kitchen with Sir John John Shields. And we make it a lot of fun. It's a learning opportunity for all ages because we do talk about chemistry, so what cooking's all about, but it's more than that. It's engaging folks and doing it through a really nice meal. You receive recipes, and we talk about, you'd be surprised what we talk about on this show, that whatever comes to our mind, but it's just taken off like a rocket, and I'm very excited about our season 3 that will be coming up, kicking off this summer.
Mary, so many exciting things happening here at the Harford County Public Library, and we are so excited about Chesapeake Farm and Bay to Table. Coming up next, we're going to get to talk to Chef John Shields, but thank you so much for being our fearless leader and bringing all these ideas into our community.
Well, thank you very much, and thank you for having me. And as I said, I love Harford County Public Library. I love our community. I love John Shields, and look forward to seeing everyone soon.